like, what's your reaction to hearing this?
She just looks over and then goes, "Oh, you two are here. Are you going to do this too?"
And Rena just looks like, wait, what? As she has this glowing ball above her head and in her hands.
They said it was necessary, so it might be the king's orders. I'm not sure.
The king's orders to get you butchered? What?
She just tilts her head.
I have my like hand in front of my eyes so I don't see anything, trying to keep like the modesty still there, like clearly not seeing that.
As soon as you say the word butcher, the bath house attendants start giggling insanely, like you just told a very funny joke.
Haha, I'll be here all night, ladies.
Yeah, you realize she's not actually in any danger whatsoever.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, thank God. Okay.
Rena lowers her hands, and the glowing orb between her hands fades away.
And more bath attendants come out, and they come up to each of you and ask, "Do you need any services?"
Rena looks around and says, sure. Could you do me a favor and here, hold this? And she takes off her cloak and gives it to the person, and hold this, and takes off her. She has like a
And they
pauldron thing she's wearing, and hold this, and
they
takes off
stop
her
you.
jacket and hold this.
They actually stop you, and they're like, "No, we can help." And two more bath attendants come out and start undressing you, just like very nicely, very professionally.
Whoa,
they like are actually folding up your clothes as they're taking them off.
Oh, jeez. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you get the same question, Taurus, and you're seeing that they're stripping your other companion.
Taurus in the middle of
Taurus, don't look this way.
Pretty much of like two women essentially almost naked or getting there, just kind of like feels faint and loses blood from and like just leaves him as some of it hits the floor, and he just kind of like passes out a little bit
Actually,
and stumbles on the ground.
Give me a con check. Let's see how much you do pass out.
Oh wow.
Only a little. Like maybe you have a brief second, but you know, you're in this, buddy. Like this is your reality now. Like people undressing other people, and it's like rolling a history. Let's see if you're just used to this co-ed like bathhouse thing. Oh yeah, you've been in one before. Come on now. Probably.
It's all coming back to me. It's all coming back to me.
Rena, however, very embarrassed, just runs and jumps into the nearest bath.
And the two bath.
And you hear bubbles. You hear bubbles coming up from below the water. Source of all power, who crosses between land and sea, gently flowing water, gather in my hand and give me power. Diving breath. And she doesn't come up from the water.
I do like how every spell has a little thing to it, even like when you're holding your breath. Yeah, the bath water is really nice. You can tell by, you know, if you ever been to another like hot spring, it's actually like water coming from somewhere from beneath earth, bubbling up, giving off minerals and everything. You can feel the like it's almost rejuvenation happening, but you're young, so it's kind of like eh. And it smells nice, but there's like a little funky after aroma that goes in your nose, especially when you come back up to the surface. And it's like a very comfortable temperature. Like it's only slightly hotter than your regular body temperature, so you know it's like going into a warm blanket out of the dryer. It's that nice.
It is really nice. But
That
Rena
is
doesn't
nice.
come back up to the surface. She casts water breathing on herself. She's embarrassed.
I'll just refuse service and just hop in the tub.
Fully clothed?
And just no. Like I mean, I'll strip down.
How far?
Far enough and all the way, and then just put a towel around me, and then I'll just get in the spring.
And before you get into the spring, they tell you to take off the towel before you get in there. Like, you have to take it off. So there's a brief moment of nudity for you.
I'll ask if I can order sake.
And yeah, like surprisingly enough, yes, you can. And since it is lunchtime and mostly all the servants are out having lunch, you guys have this place for yourselves. You hear though what sounds to be scraping noises coming over from Sylvia as she's getting shaved. And Rena is underneath the water like she usually does when she's super embarrassed.
I'm just going to kick back, relax, and enjoy the sake.
So, they get done with name Silva. They get done with Silva, and you're feeling relaxed, but there's this heat. It's nice for like a lot of people. As I said, like getting into that pool is like getting into a warm blanket. But there's
She doesn't really like warm.
Yeah. And you are just your skin is just now like 300% smoother. They've buffed out some of the calluses, which might be a little uncomfortable, but you haven't quite noticed it yet. And they lift back up the seat, and they urge you to go toward the nice, warm, geothermal pool.
Can she see that it's like there's hot steam coming up, or?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, this whole
Yeah, she's going to. Oh, sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say that this whole place is probably a little steamy. That's how we're censoring out everything. Is convenient steam clouds are convenient.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Is there any cold water? Does it have to be so warm?
Your personal attendants look at each other. We can draw you a cold bath if you need one. And they kind of giggle like there's some kind of joke behind that.
She doesn't get it, but nods.
And they lead you to a back private room that has a tub. And
yeah, she does that, I guess.
yeah, they just tell you to wait, and they start getting buckets of cold water and start dumping it around you as they fill up this basin that goes probably chest high.
Okay.
And it's cold water, like you requested.
Is there anything unusual about the water?
Give me. Let's see. You can give me a medicine check to see if it has any medicinal purposes. You can give me an arcana check to see if there's anything enchanted about it. Or investigation if you just want general stuff.
Oh man. No.
It's cold water.
Yeah, she's just gonna get in the cold water, I guess. And finish up.
You get into it, and you feel that sensation of cold on your body. It almost feels like it's getting into a cold lake for the first time in your life again. So you get kind of like that slight shock, but it's not a horrible one since you're pretty used to that.
Okay.
And they will provide you soap and shampoo, and they ask you if you want your hair washed as well.
Only if it's necessary.
And they have not been taking that as a no, so they start washing your hair.
Okay.
And back in the actual bathhouse, where it's a lot warmer, Rena, have you surfaced yet?
Rena eventually peeks her head just a little bit above the water, pointing her head off to the side, not looking directly at Taras, and says, "Oi, sake."
And your two bath attendants have actually been standing poolside and waiting for their next instructions, and they set and pour a nice little tray of sake with a little cup, like they have done for Tars, but it's by the side of the pool, and you have to actually get up and walk to it.
Wind which blows across eternity, gather in my hands and become my strength. Levitate!
Once again, abusing magic for your own good. I enjoy it.
Oh, wait, levitate only levitates things. It doesn't bring them towards you. Shoot. All right, we're doing this instead. Infinite Earth, Mother who nurtures all life, by thy power gather in my hand. Mage hand! And she picks it up with mage hand and brings it over.
Can I intercept this extra tray of sake?
You can. I'm gonna have to say it's probably you're in a pool, so you have to use some kind of strength, athletics, versus their spell save DC. So what is that? Actually, just
18.
roll it. Ooh, 18? 23? Damn. So what does this look like as this mage hand carried tray of a...
Oh, 16, sorry.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Yeah. What does this look like as you're catching this tray of sake?
So I would like to do just one of those, I'll get by it, when it's really steamy, it's kind of like going through the cloud. I'll just drink it all really quick, put it back down, and just kind of swim closer to the edge of the hot tub, and just let it kind of keep floating on over there.
Ooh, really quick and sneaky.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and in water. That's pretty impressive. Yeah, so that is happening. The sake is very nice. Though if this was edited for family viewing, we'd probably be calling it mineral water. So yeah.
So the sake makes it over to Rena, and it's empty, huh?
Yep, it's empty. It's someone. It maybe you saw the attendant fill it up for you and leave it poolside.
Oi! This is empty!
And the attendants turn around like they weren't watching, and they both giggle. Well, that's what happens when you drink it. If you could send it back...
Not a single drop!
If you send it back, we can refill it. And they wait patiently.
Yes, please, and could you bring me a larger... This is pretty small. Just bring the bottle.
Gosh. They look at each other and they get that look like so many other people get when you're like, yeah, just bring me a bottle of something, or yeah, I can just eat that whole thing, or, you know, you don't understand why people give you that look time to time, but, you know, you get it a lot. Like, it's almost, it's not disapproving, but it's not also like, it's a strange, odd look to you, Rena.
Now, Rena, be modest about this.
About what?
And like ordered, they put it's kind of a large bottle of sake, like by the poolside. It's meant to like serve multiple people, but they give you like a half filled one, so you don't like, you know, drink too much and go unconscious in the pool and, you know, drowned, because that's really bad for the water.
And Rena takes the bottle and looks at it and swirls a little bit. Cheapskates.
Cheapskates.
It's something. And she just starts drinking straight from the bottle.
So do you do the mage hand thing, or do you go like next to the pool?
Oh, like if they didn't set it right down, like in her hand, she was mage handing it straight from their hands.
Okay. So once again, the bottle starts coming toward you.
Well, I do have a weakness for intoxicants and other pleasures of this land, so I'll give it another shot.
Okay.
Athletics, right?
Yep.
Okay, no whammy.
16. Oh, that's right on the money, isn't it? Rena, right?
Let's see. So what did I? Oh, yeah, that's right on the money.
Yeah.
My spell save.
He catches it, but this time, instead of having like that convenient steam cloud there all this time, as soon as you get it in your hand, Taurus, it moves. The cloud moves all of a sudden, and you're caught red-handed.
How tall is the ceiling in this place?
It's pretty tall. I mean, especially since you're down in a pool now. So
is it 20 feet or less?
Let's call it like vaulted ceilings. So, you know, there's enough room for like chandelier like lanterns in here and stuff.
I realize the error in my way, and I run out of the bathhouse as fast as I can.
Naked?
As you're running out, I'm casting Levitate.
Okay.
Wind which blows across eternity, gather in my hand to become my strength, levitate! And then send him up a full 20 feet.
Actually, don't creatures who are unwilling to levitate need to make some kind of saving roll?
Yeah, you do need to make I gotta look up what save that is. Give me one moment.
I'm gonna guess Dex.
That is Constitution.
Oh, Constitution. Okay.
Oh, okay.
And you gotta beat 16. Oh, made it.
So if a creature beats it, nothing happens?
Yeah, nothing happens.
So my response is I just like, this isn't what it looks like, and I just bolt out of the tub, grab my clothing, and be like, thanks for the sake bite!
And dust out, or actually there's like like after image in the cloud of
the steam.
Yeah, in the steam, you know, it's just like a path toward the door. Let's pan over to,
and at that you just hear Rena shouting,